So after just 10 races in 2023, we've already seen F1 silly season emerge in full force, as Nyck De Vries has been dropped by AlphaTauri less than halfway through his rookie year, with Daniel Ricciardo set to replace the Dutchman from the Hungarian Grand Prix onward. I would say for the rest of the season, but this is Red Bull we're talking about here. A team so cutthroat that the only person with less job security is the manager of Chelsea Football Club. But after a subpar start to his first full year in the sport, this move has been coming for a while, with speculation into the future of Nyck De Vries being talked about probably from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix onwards, though crashing 5 minutes into qualifying and then just 10 laps into the race will probably do that for you.
I'm in danger!
I've actually gotten hold of the footage from the first time the AlphaTauri team saw Nyck out on the track.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
But jokes aside, is the dumping fully deserved? Well, taking a quick look at some stats comparing him to his teammate Tsunoda, and qualifying hasn't really gone too well, nor has the head-to-head race results, and neither has the point scoring department, with De Vries sitting dead last in the championship having failed to score all year, though given the AlphaTauri is so slow that this tortoise can probably give it a run for its money. However, the points don't really matter, as even with two drivers scoring the same as Yuki doubling their total, the team would still only be elevated from last place to not quite as far in last place. Turning to his replacement now, and as previously mentioned, Daniel Ricciardo is set to get his F1 race seat back, having most recently been with Mclaren where he competed for 2 full seasons. Okay, that's probably a bit of a stretch, he was competitive for about 6 races in his total time there. But that came after a 2-year spell with Renault where he did actually look pretty good on the most part, before he ditched the team for the aforementioned Mclaren, also breaking the heart of team principal Cyril Abiteboul in the process.
This is my pet duck, Adam, going for his first swim. Be careful, Adam. Adam! Adam!
However, for Daniel, the most memorable part of his career was with Red Bull, where he had 7 wins, and also ploughed into the back of Max Verstappen in Baku, with his move to AlphaTauri then taking him full circle back to the team he had his first full season with, when it was Toro Rosso back in 2012. But the real question is, can Daniel Ricciardo do any better than De Vries has done so far this year? Well, as mentioned, given that the only thing slower than the AlphaTauri is the amount of time it takes Crofty to correctly identify the driver on screen, I'm going to say no, or at least not enough to make a real difference. I think he may well do better than De Vries did, though let's be honest, not exactly setting a high bar there. However, enough to make a difference to the team on the whole, who still remain clear in last place? I don't think so. But what I do think is at stake here is something bigger than some points for AlphaTauri. The 2024 Red Bull second driver seat currently held by Sergio Perez, and before you start to call me crazy, just hear me out. As is plain to see, Daniel loves the Red Bull family and has settled well back into the team, with everyone there loving him too. Plus, what is the team that Daniel was most successful at? Red Bull from 2014 to 2018. And with Perez currently doing his very best to get himself kicked out that second seat, I wouldn't be surprised if Red Bull weren't looking at potential options. However, given the magic trick that was the disappearance of Ricciardo's talent at McLaren, the team obviously can't put him straight back in the main team. And so, by giving him half a year at AlphaTauri, it sets up the possible future return to the team where he's clearly most at home. Though if you're watching this in 2024 or 2025, please completely ignore everything I've just said, as when it comes to predictions, I'm typically about as useless as Nyck De Vries is at driving an F1 car. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. If this is your first time checking out the channel, then make sure to subscribe for more F1 content every race weekend. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, as it helps out with YouTube's algorithm. But anyways, until next time, take care.